Ready?
Is everything in there?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Go ahead.
Anybody in there? Hello? Hello?
All right, welcome back to the shop. I'm Mark, that's Mara, and that's Harlan. We are on episode 14 of the Betsy Ross Jeep project. If you're just joining us now, check out one of the corners, look for the playlist. We have a whole playlist. This is the 14th episode. Last week you saw us start working on the painting and primering the engine bay, and at the end of the video I said we found some rust here and there and over there and down there, and we got to address it, so we didn't get the paint. Unfortunately, in this episode we're not going to get the paint either because it's the same day. The next couple of weeks I have some trips and I'm busy and I'm not going to be able to, I know I'm not going to be able to get videos going. So we're filming a second video the same day that we filmed last week's video. What we're doing now in this video is we're grinding out those wheel wells and we're prepping them for some rust treatment so that we can spray them. We're going to spray them with some just basic paint. We're not getting crazy like this because all that under there is going to get undercoating and ruggedized undercoating, and we can get to it after the engine's in. But because of the fact that they're kind of connected and I want to make sure that we get it all done and the axle's out, I figured now's the time to do it, so we did it.
Yeah, this should take me a couple minutes. Get it cleaned up, spray some stuff on it, move on to the other side.
So now I'm going to apply some seam sealer onto the spots that we had. Here and along there. We have all the
very next evening.
So I am not going as crazy under here as I am in the engine bay. As you can see, we've just kind of scuffed it up. We used a product on here that's called the rust. Hold on, let me show you. Hold still, come on, over here. Okay, I'm not going as crazy in the wheel wells as I am in the engine bay. For a couple of reasons, we can get at it a lot easier when the engine, even when the engine and tires are in, we can still get to the wheel wells. So it's easier to get at it now, so I'm gonna take care of it. But if we have to come back to it again later, which we will, because this is an old Jeep and that rust is always gonna come back. So we're gonna do the best we can with what we have, but we're not gonna go crazy because it's going to be something that's going to be a maintenance item going forward on this ride. But this is what I use. The first thing I do is on the rust directly, I descale it. Just take a wire brush, scrape it off. And then I use something like this, a rust dissolver. This is it's like a chemical, I don't even know, but it does a really good job. It gets in there and it dissolves the rust. And it kind of turns it into like a primer. When it's done, I take a wire brush back over it again and just kind of rough it up. After that's done, I have a couple different ways that I go, but holding the camera, not really good. Let me switch you over to a tripod. That's better. Maybe not dizzy yet? I got you. There's a couple different ways that I go on this. One of them is the cheap route. Now, if I was doing this on my Jeep, this is where I'd go. I'd get a Rust-Oleum primer and I'd get a Rust-Oleum color that kind of matches. Just a little too light. We'll get a darker one next time. But that's what I would do, and it would hold up pretty well. And if you come back at it and you keep track of it, it really won't get worse. But that's not what we're going to do today. And actually, one other thing is I would then throw a somewhat cheap rubberized undercoating. Don't go too thick, because if the water gets underneath of this, it can rust through the other direction and this will hide it. But just a light coating of this will give it a little bit extra protection. What I'm doing this time, it's a little bit more expensive. This is the Eastwood Rust Encapsulator, and this is the Eastwood Chassis Black. They're a little bit more durable paint. It's a little bit harder, it's a little bit better, and this will work similarly to this. This supposedly has some of the same chemicals in it, and it really likes to eat the rust and then kind of turns it into like almost an epoxy of sorts. It really turns it into a hard compound that you can come back over and paint with a decent paint. Goes right on the rust, goes right on the encapsulator. So I can take these two guys, I can spray the underwells here underneath of these wheel wells, and I can then come back and put some of this rubberized coating on it, which I will. But I know that it's a good product. I've used this many times before and it has held up really well. So it's not gonna look as good, it's not gonna have the shine, it's gonna be perfect for under there where the wheels are. So let's get it sprayed. she says it's cheating to do it this way. But we already shot the other outro, and then we decided to work an extra hour or two. So that's why we're doing it this way. It's not cheating. It's just 2 videos in one day. And the other video was a couple of days long. But that's it for now. That's actually it for today. Tomorrow and the rest of this week, we're going to keep working on it. We might make another video, but because I'm gone for 2 weeks, in order for me to get videos up, we might not even get them up. So if you don't see a video from us next week or the week after that or whatever day it is, and there's a video on Sunday and then there's not a video on Sunday, it's because my work has me kind of ricocheting across the country, and I'll be back. Meanwhile, she's going to finish sanding the engine bay, and the next step is going to be paint. I promise you, the next step is going to be paint. Actually, I'll say that right now, that we're not going to make another video until it's paint. So no matter, it might be 3 weeks from now, but the next video, what?
You should go back to all the previous videos and find all the clips where you said the next step is paint, and then put it together. It's going to make like a 20-minute long video.
I will do that. So the next video is going to be super long, and it's going to be just me saying the next step is paint. But it's also going to include paint because I'm not making another video until we got some paint on this thing. But that's it for now. Thanks for stopping out to the shop. Hit the like button if you want to help me see that you like it. Hit the subscribe button if you want to come back for more. We're trying to do an episode or a video of our progress every week. And we're going to get it done. And soon. Someday we're going to have this thing driving. She's going to get her license, and we're going to go off-roading together. Thanks for stopping. We'll see you guys next time.